So if your engine is leaking oil and you determine that it's coming from the front of the engine near the oil pan, there's a couple possibilities. One is that it's coming from the camshaft seals, which is at the top of the engine. So this is the oil pump here, which is at the top of the engine and dripping down. If you look underneath the car when you take the timing covers off, if you don't see any oil above the oil pump, then it's probably not the camshaft seals. It's probably the seals in the oil pump itself. And you can see here the front main seal, which is the crankshaft seal, which is in the oil pump, is this rubber seal right here. And what you can do is you can pop that out and put a new one in. I have a new one right here, it costs about $5. The issue is getting the oil pump off is a real pain in the butt. And the main reason is it's not the crankshaft pulley, which runs the water pump. That's easy to take off if you have an impact gun. The hard thing is to take the timing pulley off, which is this buddy right here. So you can see, it's not very big. It has a key slot for the crankshaft. But the problem is that when it fits on the crankshaft, there's very little room to get anything underneath here to pull it off using, say, a 3-jaw puller. There's just not enough room in here to put a puller in here and get it out. Now, there are several techniques you can use to try and take this off. Some people have been trying to use screwdrivers, putting under there, or heating this up with a blowtorch, pulling it off. I tried all of that, didn't really work. So what did I do? Well, the solution I came up with is to get a 2-arm puller, so not the standard 3-arm, but a 2-arm puller. Just $7 or $8 off Amazon. And what you have to do is actually cut the ends of the arms. So the arms were actually quite long and quite fat. You can see here, this is the thickness of the metal, and they were quite long here on the edge. So what you have to do is you have to cut them shorter and then grind these down so they're much skinnier. And then that will make it just enough. You can slide it into this side and here. Slide it in there and grab it, and then use the pusher here to pull this pulley off. You really have to have the right tool to do this. This thing was really hard to get off even with this. I actually did have to heat this up a little bit with a blowtorch because this was actually bending and this was not coming off. So I had to heat this up a little bit, and then it expanded and it came off a little bit easier. Once I got it off a little bit, about halfway off, it was still stuck on there, so I had to use a standard 3-arm puller. But because I had enough room there, I could grab it with a 3-arm puller and pull it the rest of the way off. But to get it off that first little bit, you need this 2-arm puller. So again, you can buy this off Amazon or eBay or whatever, but you have to modify it to make it skinny and small enough to get into these just in this little divot here, and then on this side here's a little divot as well. But there's really not that much room because it sits so close. So go ahead and try that. It worked for me. You can see here it's bent. This thing was really stuck on there, and this is not even a very old engine, so for an even older engine, I don't even know how you're going to get that off. But good luck, this is what worked for me.